Hey guys, it is #KittyGirl, and I'm starting another series. And it is going to be called Storybook Time. This is episode 1. So, what I'm going to be reading today is Lady and the Tramp. So make sure you get your Lady and the Tramp book and follow along with me. Lady and the Tramp. Here's a picture of some of the Disney characters. It's a pretty long book, so I am going to be reading half of it and half of it in the next video. Lady and the Tramp. One Christmas Eve, many years ago, the streets and houses were covered with freshly fallen snow, and lights burned brightly in every window. The air tangled with excitement. Soon it would be time to open the presents. At last the clock struck midnight. At Jim Dear and Darling's home, many colorful boxes lay under the Christmas tree. "Here, open this one first," said Jim Dear, handing Darling a large box. "What is it?" asked Darling. "Open and you'll see," said Jimmy Dear, smiling. Undone the ribbon. Darling had barely undone the ribbon when out jumped a cocker spaniel puppy. "Oh, he is so cute," cried Darling. Is it a she? And her name is Lady," corrected Jim Dear. This is the cocker spaniel. Her name is Lady. And this is Darling. I'm just going to read this and I'm going to show the picture. Lady soon became the queen of the household. She was pampered and petted by everyone, and in return she looked after the couple, fetching Jim Dear's newspaper, and slipping in slippers, and guarding the house at night. For her birthday, she received a beautiful blue collar. "Look at how pretty you are," said Darling. "Wait till the others see me," thought Lady. I'm just going to let you guys read this too, so you know. Here's the picture. Next page. Jock the Scottish Terrier and Trusty the Bloodhound were her neighbors. They were purebred dogs too, and very disgusted. Trusty had once been a brilliant tracker, but he had grown old and his nose wasn't what it used to be. What a beautiful collar, they exclaimed. You've grown into a lovely little lady. These are the two dogs. Let's see if you guys can read this. Hope you can. But although Lady enjoyed her pampered life, one day she noticed that things had slowly begun to change. No one seemed to pay much attention to her anymore. She didn't understand what was happening. What have I done wrong? She asked herself. This afternoon, Jim Deer rushed by without even giving me a pat on the head. And Darling spends all her time knitting. She hasn't taken me for a walk in ages. And what's all this talk about a happy event? A happy event, Pigeon, is the worst thing that could happen to you. Lady looked around in alarm. Who is that dog? She thought indignantly. Look at that scruffy animal. He is not even wearing a collar. How dare he talk to me? It's a kinch. It's a kinch, said the stranger, whose name was Tramp. You mistress is going to have a baby. Some brat will soon be pulling your tail and jumping on your back. Listen to me, Pidge. Leave that fancy collar behind and skedaddle out of here. So long and good luck, he added with a wink, and was gone in a flash. So this is Lady that's Tramp. Tramp the mongrel was right. Within a few days, the house was buzzing with activity. People came and went, bringing presents and making funny noises over a crib. Lady was allowed to see the baby. He is not so awful, she thought. In fact, he's rather cute. Perhaps we'll be friends. Soon everything was back to normal, but not for long. One day, a fierce-looking woman with a suitcase came in the door. Lady, this is Aunt Sarah, said Darling. She's going to look after the baby while Jim Dear and I take a little vacation. With Aunt Sarah came two Siamese cats who took over the house in no time. C and Am were their names. They were crafty and bold. We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese. If you don't please, they hissed. Where we come from, cats are kings. The cats sneered and at poor Lady. That page does not make sense. For some reason, probably I'm not reading. Oh my god. Probably I'm not reading it right. Wrong page. Uh-oh. Wrong page. Here's the page. Read all of that. Here's the two Siamese cats. And then there's, I think, Aunt Sarah right there. They soon spread havoc throughout the house. First, they knocked over the goldfish bowl. They were after Goldie, the goldfish, but Lady managed to protect him. While Lady was standing guard over Goldie, the two cats started to climb up towards Fifi, the canary. C grabbed the cage and shook it while Am tried to claw the frightened bird. "Stop that!" barked Lady. I'm not that good of a reader, you guys. Crash! Bang! The cage fell, knocking down a painting. Aunt Sarah came rushing into the room. "What is this?" she demanded, pointing at the mess. C and Am purred sweetly, pretending all innocent. Aunt Sarah glared at Lady. "You naughty dog! You'll be punished for this," she threatened as she carried off the two cats. "My poor babies," she cooed into their ears. "You mustn't play with that wicked dog." I would kill that Aunt Lady. I would kill that Aunt Sarah if she talked to my dog like that. I mean, I wouldn't kill her, but I would kind of hurt her. Maybe not.